What's up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary Talk Show. It is way too early for this show. We usually go at like 9 Eastern time, and it's 7:30 because Steven has to golf today.
Hey, I got to get out there.
You're
I got to
trash.
get out there.
You're trash.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
better, but that's why I'm getting out there early.
Hey, that's good.
I'm going to play 72 holes today.
72
No, I'm kidding.
holes.
I'll struggle through 18 and then come home and be upset that I wasted my money.
Yeah. Hey guys, but remember, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe down below or at the logo in your bottom right-hand corner. And also, don't forget to check out, I have a link in the description as well for you guys to check this out. But AmericanScouser.com is your one-stop shop LFC fan site in the U.S. Don't forget to go check that out. I'll put a link in the description for everyone. Now, today we're going to review the Stuttgart game. Great match. Steve, were you able to watch it?
I was lucky enough to watch it.
Yeah.
I got it on LFC TV Go last minute, triggered a free trial at 12:05, so 5 minutes after it started, U.S. time.
Nice.
And it was cool. The camera angle sucked. It was like
it was
watching
so
it from
bad.
the eyes of a coach.
It was literally the worst thing. You couldn't tell who was who. You were literally eye level with the game.
It would have been a little bit better if it wasn't torrentially downpouring the whole time.
Yeah.
But
I thought the new kits looked so good.
they looked a little dark, but that's because of
No,
the rain.
no. I love the dark. I want the
I
dark.
know,
red.
but they look darker than I would imagine them to be. I didn't think they were going to be this dark.
That's.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the dark with the collar. Champions League here, 2018.
Those were the darkest ones of recent years.
I didn't expect them to be that dark. That's how dark they look to me. The lighting in here is poor. But
Yeah.
I thought this year's jerseys were lighter, but they were also drenched. So it's hard to say.
Yeah. But from watching the highlights, everyone did pretty well. Kostas got his first start. Bobby got on the score sheet. Keita looked great. What was your standout from the game? Or who, I should say.
Bobby and Keita played excellent. Curtis Jones, I feel like he's improved immensely, even in the last month or so. He just looks, the competition is obviously lower, but they're back up in the Bundesliga, that team. Curtis Jones had an incredible bit of patience to get the ball over to Bobby for the flick in for the first goal. And like I said, I thought Keita played well. It was cool to see Costas in there. First 5 minutes, he was pretty rusty, but then he picked it up and got it going. Mm-hmm. All around, solid performance from the boys, and Rhian Brewster is an exciting player to watch.
Dude, he really is, man.
Yeah.
And it's like he's still young to the point where you're like, wow, he can still improve so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And one player I did want to bring up is, Grujic pretty much plays every preseason. Every preseason since he's come in, he's played. And he does okay, right? He does okay. But can he get any better, do you think?
Yeah, he can get better if he plays in the Premier League every single week. He's a regular player in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he is.
And
he's good.
He is very good. I just don't know what his role would be.
Deep lying midfielder, probably. A Fabinho
we just already have two of those that are just so much better than him.
So natural deep lying midfielders. We have Fabinho. That's it.
Right.
Hendo and Genie can obviously play that spot.
I would even put Milner there first.
Yeah, true.
That's just me.
Yeah, true. I would think Henderson and Milner are more naturally just central midfielders, although they can play the central defensive mid role spot. Now, this actually surprised me. I was looking at the stats. It's actually a relatively even game aside from possession. But but their shots were trash. They were whipping shots from outside the box, and they were just horrible. But possession, we had 63% possession. They had 37. We literally doubled their passes, 607 to 360. Pass accuracy, 90% pass accuracy. That's very good, to 82 for them. 11 fouls even. And then if you look down, we only had 3 corners. They had 7 corners. But really, whenever we broke into the box, it seemed like we just broke through. It wasn't like we struggled to create chances inside the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. And they did have a couple decent shots. Um, remember
Oh, I know Adrian had to make a
Adrian
few
made a save or
saves.
two,
Yeah. That's true.
but yeah, we did what we wanted. We dominated that game. I'm surprised that these numbers look as similar as they do.
So was I, and that's the thing. I mean, because we obviously we did win 3-0, right? Good little pass back to Bobby Firmino for the tap in. Naby Keita with the good goal, and then Rhian Brewster's goal excited me, even though it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, it's just good to see that guy score. He works so hard up there. He's such a like a I don't want to say poacher because like that's kind of like a negative term I think
Hmm.
in the sport, but he's just always going to be there. Like he's just there for goals.
I
He's
agree.
like, yeah, I'm here to score, and that's it. See you guys. See you guys later. They
Yeah,
actually had a player on their team. I think his last name was Koulibaly.
yeah. The
He was a
striker,
winger, and he was pretty
the
dangerous.
winger.
He played well. Um,
They have some good talent. I mean, they're a good Bundesliga side.
yeah, I think they just got promoted back up.
Yeah. So another thing I want to bring up, Curtis Jones, he had a great game. I mean, he looked sprightly. You know what I mean? But there interesting article on LiverpoolFC.com, which you can find all these articles that are linked on American Scouser. But he said, "I've always said that whenever I'm called upon, I'll always give 100%, whether it's right back, center back, striker. I'll always give it 100%." And I actually love that he said that. And then he said, "Today I was in a position that I like, that I know, and I was alongside good players, so they helped me out a lot. But all in all, it was a good performance and a good win." I think he's so young. Like, and for him to be speaking like this, I just think it shows maturity. And I think that has a lot to do with Klopp and the values he's instilled in the club. You know what I mean? And I think for him to be saying things like this, like it's right back, center back, striker, look at it, just makes me think of James Milner, the perfect professional. Like, do you think Curtis Jones could become James Milner 2.0?
No,
No.
no way. Literally, no one has the engine that James Milner does. Like Robertson's the closest thing, and he's not even close.
Yeah,
James Milner could play till he's 40 years old.
he
Don't care what
really
anyone
could.
says. If when he hangs it up, it's going to be because he doesn't feel like playing anymore.
or
Someone
he
will
or he
always give him
literally
a job.
he can't because he has osteoporosis or something. Like he's gonna play for so long.
It's unbelievable. No one will ever touch him. But yeah, this kid's got a good head on his shoulders. I think it's exciting because I watch him play and like I'm like, oh wow, this guy looks great. He's smooth, but I know there's a lot of room to improve, and
Hmm.
that's always a good sign. Klopp will get that out of him. Um, he just seems he's so smooth, but I feel like he needs a bit more quickness, a bit more decisiveness, and I think
Yes,
that will come with time.
he's very fluid, like Nico Williams is on the ball.
Mm.
Very, very fluid. He's not boxy. Like just to compare a player, not saying that this player is bad, but Genie, we've talked before. Genie's very boxy and
And
rigid.
and Ox,
See, I think Ox is a good combo of both, like
okay.
fluidity and boxy. Um, but yeah, I just think overall it's a good sign. It is preseason, but being able to get a win under our belt, really, it's just more about getting the minutes in for the players' legs. That's what it's about.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because I can't believe it's already back.
that's
When
what's
do they
crazy.
play again?
They play again the 25th, I think.
Is that Tuesday?
Yeah,
Monday?
Tuesday. We play. I think we have 2 or 3 preseason games. But yeah, it's just good to see him. Hopefully, the next game there's a better camera angle. I mean, seriously, the camera angle changes the entire game. That was really bad. It was hard to watch. But not to sound too pretentious or
No,
privileged.
it was. It was. It
Things.
was near impossible.
It's near
It was
impossible.
terrible.
Yeah,
There were raindrops on the camera.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, "What is this?"
Dude, it's just crazy. Look, all right, what is this? I don't want this loading. Anyways, I'm just gonna start off talking about it. But you've seen the rumors ever since Ronald Koeman Koeman, uh, got the Barcelona job. Gini's been linked with a move to Barca. This is BS. What do you think?
I mean, he may have said that he wants Genie or something like that, but no official approaches, I don't think. I
No.
mean, it's so easy to draw these links. Some of them are just absolutely ridiculous. Like, would it make sense? Yeah, I guess it would make sense. Like, where else is Genie going to go? Like, I haven't heard him linked anywhere else, and this guy's his coach for the national team.
Well,
But
yeah, that's
I
a
don't,
good point.
I don't know why Genie would, unless we're not offering Genie something. It's on us, I think. Why would he want to go to Barcelona that's absolutely in shambles?
That was going to be my point. Why would anybody right now go to Barcelona?
Yeah.
Anybody. They're trash right now. They just
And
lost
they just got
8 to
Pjanic,
2.
right?
What's that?
Pjanic, they have Pjanic.
Yeah, I was wondering that. So that apparently that swap deal, has that gone through?
I thought so.
Yeah, but let me read off a stat. Their average age in that starting lineup against FC Bayern.
Let me guess. I feel like I might butcher this.
Guess.
29.
It was 29 years old and 320 days.
So 30.
Literally 30 years old. Well, I don't get it.
De Jong was the only one that's like kind of young.
Yeah,
right?
and they've said, so Barcelona have said the only people who aren't for sale are basically De Jong, Langlet, or however you say his name, Ter Stegen, and then I believe Dembele. They believe Dembele is like young enough to like foster, but yeah, but dude, Genie's not going anywhere. Why would you leave Liverpool to go to Barcelona? If he does leave, maybe he'll leave at the end of his contract. Okay. And I'm going to say this right now. Let me know what you guys think down below. The only thing that I could see happening if Genie left now is if we do bring in Thiago. If Thiago comes to Liverpool and then Genie's kind of looking at a playtime discrepancy, then maybe he goes. It just doesn't make sense for him.
Yeah, if you're thinking about it strictly in terms of better team, like things like that, like who's better right now,
Yeah.
then we would think the easy decision is Liverpool. But some people just want different challenges in life.
Well, that's
Like
true.
maybe he wants to go. Maybe he wants to live in Barcelona.
Hey,
Like for
you're
him,
right.
he's going to play for a top flight team no matter what. He's never going to get the headlines because he's just so solid and he's not big on the stats.
He's not flashy at all.
Right. So like, does it really matter? Like to him where he plays? It might not. I'd like to think it does, and he wants to stay at Liverpool, but not all the players are like that.
You're
Like
right.
some of them are just like, hey, this is my job. Like not Coutinho-esque, just like, hey, I'm going to take on a new challenge. Like I'm ready to switch it up.
And you know that I have to remind myself sometimes, guys, and everyone should listen to this because it is a job at the end of the day. When you're a kid and you're playing for fun, you do love the sport. There's no denying that. Just like you say you love your job, same kind of thing. But you're right. Some people want a new challenge, and there's other things that go into it. If you get offered more money in everyday life for the same job that you do, nine people out of 10 people are going to take that job. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's why I think the only thing for me that would make it a lateral move, or maybe even a step down, dare I say a step down, is the fact that Barcelona need to rebuild. It is time to rebuild. Does Genie want to be part of a rebuilding project?
At the back half of his career.
Like, that's the thing. Why would you?
I mean, they'd pay him more. There's no doubt about that.
There's no doubt in my mind.
They would give him more money. I mean, what's De Jong make?
Probably more than Genie right now.
Let's just guess.
You know what? You guess. I'm going to look it up.
All right. I don't even know where my phone is.
Yeah. I'm going to guess Luke de Jong.
Frankie.
Oh, sorry. I got the wrong de Jong. Frankie de Jong. Let's go 200.
Okay. I was going to say 190.
Here we go. Guys, make sure while we're searching this, you're thinking, guessing.
'Cause I know it's top of mind.
Yo, he makes 16 million euros a year.
So how much is that a week?
Holy crap. That's a lot a week, I feel
Is
like.
that over 300?
Hold on a second. There's
That
no way
doesn't make
that's right.
sense, bro.
Yo, he makes 300. I'm not doing it in euros. I'm doing it in pounds. I'm going to share my screen with everyone here. All right. Hold on a second. This is salary 2020. This is ridiculous, actually. Look at this. Right here. 291,000 pounds.
My goodness.
What the hell?
That's wild. All right.
What?
Genie is 98.
No way. There's no way Genie's 98.
That's what I'm seeing right here, dude.
What are you looking at?
5 million annually. I'm at paywizard.org. Dude, I'm looking at a bunch of these. This is the only one I have.
It was, dude, no. No. Liverpool salary table.
Where's that at?
Hold on. I'm Googling it, bro. I'm telling you right now that there's no way.
I bet you that's true.
No.
I bet you it is.
Nah.
No.
Hold
All
on.
right, here we go. I got it right here. Liverpool.uk mirror. Here we go. It's loading.
Mo Salah makes 220? What?
Yep.
Since when did he break 200? That's weird. Okay.
Okay. This
Wow, bro, you're right. He makes 90.
This could be a little bit old, but you ready? This is what I have. Salah 200, Firmino 180, Van Dijk 180,
Okay,
Endo
that's what I have.
140.
That's all. Those are the numbers that I have.
Okay, you're on the mirror.
Yeah.
Genie,
Even though we shouldn't trust
75K.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different values. The one I'm looking at here, Fabinho makes more than Wijnaldum, but
Someone needs to pay that man Trent and Joe.
Yeah,
holy crap,
it's ridiculous. Yeah, no, these are definitely old, dude. These are off. There's no way these are right because it's saying that Virgil's making 175 and Robertson's making 70. Yeah,
well, either way, Genie Wijnaldum gets paid next to nothing here.
That's basically that is what we're trying to say.
He can go double his salary and live in Barcelona.
Yeah.
If he doesn't care, if he's not like a really, really like proud guy, like love of the club, like not everyone is built to come to Liverpool and turn into like a lifelong Liverpool player.
We should have what our saying this year, instead of tell us never, it should have been Liverpool built different.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've talked too much about Genie Wijnaldum. Seriously. I don't want to see him go. I love him. But like, is it possible? Sure. Is it going to happen? I fucking hope not.
Is Thiago coming in, Steven?
No. It's going to Chelsea with Kai Havertz.
Huh?
Yep.
That's the first I've heard of that.
Chelsea
Why
scooping everybody.
That?
Watch.
No. Don't give me like BS. Like tell me.
If it's either us or Chelsea, he's got 5 offers on the table, apparently.
He's got a bunch of offers, apparently. I'm looking here. He's got offers from Arsenal, from... What the hell is all this? Arsenal to rival Liverpool. I'm not seeing anything about Chelsea. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Chelsea is in the running. I know that. Yeah. We're not gonna know anything until... Is the Champions League final today?
Oh, crap. It is today.
Wow. So we'll figure it out this week.
Yeah,
because they want to make a decision quickly.
They do. And here's the thing, guys. I'll be the first to say this, right? The Thiago rumors are what basically during the transfer window, the rumors are what fuels everything. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. Rumors are fun. Like when you're linked to the player and then you follow all the rumors, it's fun. Now, the difference between this Thiago thing and everything else, it was confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed by James Pearce yet. All the Liverpool-based journalists have said, including the Liverpool Echo, have said we're not in for him. So let me address that first. 1, if Liverpool's side of the argument to decrease value and strengthen their stance in negotiations, they're obviously going to deny it. That's the first thing. Second thing, Fabrizio Romano, who has links with Bayern Munich and other like clubs in Central Europe, he confirmed it. So that, to me, if he confirmed it but Liverpool are denying it, it just makes sense that there's at least some sort of contact or negotiation going on.
That guy is legit.
He is. And the thing is, like, this is what I don't understand. Like, with the Thiago video that I made like a couple weeks ago, and I brought up that tweet, people are like disliking the fact that I talked about Fabrizio Romano confirming it. They're like, that's not confirmed. And I'm like, what do you mean?
No, he's legit.
He's legit.
There's no.
I'm not saying he's always right. He could be wrong, right? But if he confirmed it, that's a confirmation. What were you going to say?
Yeah, there's people also have to remember, like, we're in the US, so there's only a handful of people that we trust at all over there. And if to be honest, a lot of the stuff that comes from European football is absolute bogus. A lot of the stuff, the reporting that we hear.
L'Equipe.
There's some in the US, but like, just because we're closer to the stuff, we just know what's legit and what's not.
Yeah.
Fabrizio Romano is somebody that I can count on. James Pierce, I can count on. Melissa Reddy, I can count on.
Yes. Yep. Those are really the only three that I watch.
I don't know who else, but I know Fabrizio Romano has his hand in everything. So if he says we approached, we approached. That's as certain as you're going to get. Otherwise, you'd never believe anybody.
No, that's the thing. It's like people want to point out like other people's shortcomings with reported transfers, and it's like, bro, just enjoy the ride. Like, enjoy the link. You know, it's like
it's crazy.
Imagine because Thiago. Look, I'll be the first to say I knew who Thiago was, and I knew he was talented, but I promise you, I'd never sat down and watched a game until they played Bayern. And Barcelona. God, it's way too early for this, right? He was phenomenal, bro.
Yeah. I got a friend that's a huge Thiago fan. Talks about him all the time.
Yeah.
Loves him. He's upset that he went to Bayern. And I just remember, I play him against him in FIFA. I've watched Bayern play a lot, especially this year at the beginning of the restart.
Yeah.
Because the Bundesliga was on like 8 months prior to everybody else. Apparently there was no COVID in Germany. Okay.
To quote Steve, I thought people were covered in Rona.
I thought Rona was everywhere, and Germany's just like, nah, we're gonna start 4 months early. We're actually gonna cancel the season in March and then start it again in May.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, whatever. That's neither here nor there. He's talented. Klopp likes him. Klopp has since he brought in Keita. I told you guys what he said. It's I don't know. We will make a signing or two. I am positive of that.
Well, let's look at the signings we already made. Okay, Kostas Tsimikas is the big one. Yep. Okay, and he's I'm pretty sure he's the only signing. But we did extend contracts. That's another thing. I see extended contracts as not the same, obviously, but still as big of a deal as transfers. What do you think about that take?
Oh, it's good. Who'd we re-sign?
We re-signed Nico Williams to the extension. Okay, so that's now good. Nico Williams, 5-year extension. He's going to be in the first team. We're not loaning out Nico Williams. We're just not going to do it. He's going to cover that right back spot. And if anything happens to Trent or him, we still have Gomez. Another thing I want to bring up. Ever since we got Nate Phillips back from Stuttgart and we'd signed this new guy, Kamati, or I can't even remember his name off the top of my head right now, the guy that's bigger than Van Dijk. These two, we've seen Nate Phillips play in like EFL Cup games before and obviously preseason, but are they good enough cover? Do we need to bring in another Dejan Lovren, or do you think Klopp's going to rely on them or trust them to cover that spot? Because right now we have three.
We have three.
One injury.
We have three, and we have Fabinho, and then we have those two guys. I wouldn't absolutely hate it if he didn't bring in anybody, but I would be surprised if he didn't. Put it that way.
I agree with you 100%. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't hate it. but it scares me. One injury, Matip goes down. Right, we still have Gomez and Van Dijk, but they cannot play every single game. That's just not how it works.
Gomez and Matip both have injury history. Van
Exactly.
Dijk doesn't, but that doesn't mean he's indestructible. It could happen.
Right.
They should bring someone in because Nathaniel Phillips starting in a Premier League game is a little alarming to me. I would rather have Fabinho there, but then that can throw off the dynamic of the midfield. Like when we were rolling last year, we were absolutely rolling. Fabinho was a staple.
Yep.
So was Hendo.
Fabinho, I'm going to argue. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. Because I love Genie. But right now, I think on current form, our best midfield is Hoover, Hendo, Keita.
I knew you were going to say that. I want to give Keita the pass. He's not there yet.
It was Wijnaldum, though.
I still think it's Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
Keita, he looked good at the end of last year. He looked good yesterday, but I do not care. He always looks good. It does not matter. You have to play. You have to be available.
Yeah.
I want him to get 10 and 10 next year.
That's what I think his consistency could be, is 10 and 10.
Yeah, but he has to play 30 games for that. That's not going to happen in 15 appearances and 12 of them or 8 of them in the second half only after the 70th minute. It's just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and that's another thing. How would the Thiago transfer wouldn't just impact Genie, it would impact all the other midfielders also. And then another thing, Ox, he got injured. He's out until he's going to miss the whole preseason. Okay, it's just a knock. It's no torn ligament. It's probably just like a grade 1 strain or a grade 2 strain or something. But he's out. They said 8 weeks. Okay, you just feel for the guy, dude. He can't build any momentum. It seems like.
Well, he was healthy last year.
He was healthy last year, but
I don't think this is related. I think this is just like a regular. Hendo just picked one up. It happens.
And it does happen, especially when they're getting back into the intensity of training, because that's what the training camp does.
Right. And who knows how it happened. So he could have got bumped. You never know.
Yeah.
It's part of the sport, too. I mean, the knee injury he had is not like an injury-prone type thing.
No.
That was just a freak major injury. But I wouldn't consider him like an injury-prone guy. Like, he's not pulling his hammy like every 6 weeks like Shaqiri is.
But he does seem to pick up injuries a lot, though, whether it's a knock or something.
Yeah, he also is a very, very aggressive player. Like his style of play lends itself to bumps and bruises. So,
but that's Klopp's style in general. I mean, but you look at these players like, Bobby seems to never get injured, and he is the hardest worker on that field. It's like he might pick up a knock or
the eye, the old Vertonghen scoop.
Bro, he picked up the eye injury and then comes in the next game and scores a game winner. Injuries don't affect Bobby.
He's invincible.
Bobby could play on crutches. He could literally play false 9 on crutches. But, Steve, do you have any closing thoughts on transfers? As far as all the other links, Sarr, Ben White, all the stuff we've been linked with, I haven't seen anything credible about that yet. It's all just links. The only credible one I've seen and credible info is Thiago, and that's the only one I'm following.
Yeah, I mean, Klopp is such a sneaky little
bastard.
Yeah, because Fabinho crept in out of nowhere.
2 hours. 2 hours after the loss, I think we signed him.
Just like, what? Also, like Shaqiri, we didn't know he was coming in. There was links, but at the World Cup, he's like, yeah, you'll find out my new team soon. And then they get bounced, and he's like, all right, I'm going to Liverpool. Like, it's always something. There's people lined up. There has to be.
Yeah.
And if there isn't, screw it.
Exactly. And you got to understand, everyone knows, like, there's a short list. Liverpool is a world-class club. They have a short list of hundreds, if not thousands of players that they continuously monitor. So we never have to worry about watching someone. It's whether or not the links are credible. So I'm just excited for the season to get started. You're going to be able to watch the game later this week?
Probably. I do have some flexibility with my schedule. I don't even know what time it's at. It's probably like early afternoon on Tuesday. Yeah, I could probably have it on in the background. I think the transfer market's been rather quiet across the board.
Yeah, and it's all economic at this point. Like, do clubs have the means with COVID? You know,
Not for Chelsea. Chelsea is going to spend $1 billion.
Chelsea
and
and
still
City.
not win the league.
Chelsea and City, bro.
My God, City. Are they going to scoop in for Koulibaly, City?
They're going to scoop in for Koulibaly, Messi, everybody. Literally, they're going to buy everybody.
I told you that's the only place I could see him going was City.
It's the only one that makes sense. It really is the only one that makes sense.
I think it's about time to start giving me some respect for that claim that he's leaving Barca. I don't know, but I'm not the only one that thinks it now.
I trust Fabrizio Romano, Stephen Norbury, and James Pierce.
And Melissa Reddy.
Yeah, guys, thanks
and
for
Paul. Never mind.
What? No, go ahead. I cut you off, bro. You probably had something good. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Leave your thoughts on the transfers down below and the Stuttgart game. Good, exciting stuff. Steve, I hope we never do this early again.
I hope we do. I'm delirious.
Yeah, good content comes from delirium. Yeah, but enjoy your round of golf, your 72 holes, guys. And, of course, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment down below. Until next time, Reds, take care.